Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning. I would like to wish to everyone, especially our lecturer Dr. Abdul Ghafur. We are from Group 1 and this is our innovation project entitled SAIQAMA, which is stands for Saidina, Qawaid and Maqasid. Alright. These are the innovators or our group members. First of all, me myself, Muhammad Arfan Rabbani bin Abdullah. Next is Nur Aiman Farhan bin Zaburhan. The third one is Muhammad Shamsul Daniel bin Muhammad Saufi. And the last one, Muhammad Al-Hakim Al-Attas. These are the contents for our presentation of our innovation project. Firstly, problem statement, objective, description of idea. Next, description of innovation. The next one is game description and innovation features, contribution, and lastly, future potentials. So without further ado, I would like to pass to Brother Aiman Farhan for starting the presentation. Thank you.
Alright, first of all, we will explain about the problem statement. The knowledge of Maqasid Sharia and Qawaid Fiqhiyah is a field of knowledge that can be said very wide. As a result of learning the science of Maqasid Sharia and also Qawaid Fiqhiyah, it causes some problems in memorization in both chapters. As has been said earlier, these two fields of knowledge are one broad field of science, and students are often confused by the existing fraction. Then we can see that nowadays the learning system for university students still practicing the same learning system as before, which is to listen to lecturer and then get the topic for the presentation. We often wonder, do they understand well what they have learned? Okay, and finally, we can conclude that the national education system may be only focusing on primary and secondary school education. They less concern or they pay less attention to university education by changing education method to be more creative in line with the current of 21st century learning. Alright, next we move to the objective. Okay, I believe that each team that constructed has its own objective, as my group also have several objectives in holding the SAIQAMA game. And the first objective is that this game can be used as one of the aids in understanding in the learning of Qawaid Fiqhiyah and Maqasid Sharia. Okay, this is because the game method and what the game presented or the game presenting will be able to attract students to try and play with their classmates. Okay, and the second objective is that this game can increase students' courage in answering the question that have been prepared in the game. Because this is a game, students will not feel afraid if they're answering with the incorrect answer, but they will get the correct one after they answering it, even if they get the punishment. Okay, so the third objective is that this game can increase the level of high order thinking to some extent, to some level. This game provides high and low level question. Okay, the high level question may be more likely to ask about the situation of something that necessarily cause the student to think as best as possible to answer the question. Okay, so the final objective of our group is to create a game that can be used for a long term. Sometimes a game was created just because follow the trend and doesn't last long. However, our group has chosen a game that may be not forgotten and can be used many times.
Alright, now I will explain about the description of the idea. The idea of the SAIQAMA game is taken from the Saidina game, but the rules and the method of this game have been modified through its education, meaning that this game has been changed to a form or to a mode of gaming in learning process. This makes the game more interesting and more beneficial to those who play it. This game contains and covers all the topics in Qawaid Fiqhiyah and Maqasid Sharia. This is very important in order to give a good understanding to all pupils who play this game about the Qawaid Fiqhiyah and Maqasid Sharia. This game also applies the concept of learn, play, and remember.
Alright, now for the game's description. These are the things inside the box for this innovation project. First of all, the SAIQAMA board itself, where the game will be played by the students. This board consists of 5 elements, which are Qawaid and Maqasid question square, chances and fate square, notes square, and lastly the punishment squares, consisting of jail, no parking, and also casino. The next one is the cards. Firstly, 20 questions cards from the Qawaid Fiqhiyah and Maqasid Sharia subject, 10 questions from Maqasid Sharia and 10 questions from Qawaid Fiqhiyah. The list of these questions will be shared in PDF form later. Next, the chance and fate cards. This chance and fate card is just the element to make this game more fun and challenging. These cards contain of 10 advantages and 10 disadvantages for the student, and the list of the cards will be shared in PDF form later also. The last one is notes card. There are 10 note cards, and these cards will help student to answer the question throughout the game, as it will be provide the student with the information related to the questions. Next item is SAIQAMA money. This element is just a mechanism for the students throughout the game, for them to play, for them to pay the fines, jails, and so on. If they are out of money, they will be disqualified. Next is the dice. This dice is a mechanism for students to roll and move to the front squares. Next is cones and tokens. Cones or token as indicator for each team. And lastly, answers and rules regulation sheet as guidance for the instructor, which is the teacher. Alright, let's move on to the rules and regulation for this innovation game. You can read these rules and regulation, and we're also going to explain to you in terms of video. Let's watch the video. First of all, this game can be played by 4 teams, and each team consisting of up to 3 players per team. In the beginning of the game, each team will be given starting money of RM300 to be used throughout the game. Each team will choose one token to represent the team. And they will place the token in the start box on the game board. After that, each team has to throw the dice and move to the square based on the number indicated by the dice, and each team has to complete the tasks found in the squares. For example, in this round, the first team get into the notes board and they will be provided with note related to the question. After that, the next team will roll the dice. And if the team get into the Qawaid question, they must answer the question that are chosen by the instructor. State the meaning of hadiah with an example. If the player succeed in answering the question, they will get a reward of RM20 from the bank. The meaning of the method al-mashghul la yushghal. And if the teams fail to answer the question, they must pay RM20 to the bank to proceed with the next round. Next, there are also chance and fate square. If the players get onto this square, they must follow the instructions from the chance and fate cards, whether it is good or bad. This element is included in this game just to make the game more fun and challenging. There are also squares for jail, fine and casino. If the players step on those squares, they must pay certain amount of money to get out from the square. For example, jail, they need to pay RM50, no parking fine, RM30, and casino, straight to the jail. The team that completes the round first is considered the winner, and the rest of the teams will complete the game until all teams finish the round. Next is the features of this innovation project. First of all, this innovation is based on Qawaid Fiqhiyah and Maqasid Syariah subject, and it covers all the topics of Maqasid Syariah and also Qawaid Fiqhiyah. This innovation game also can be replacement for the simple quiz or short tests or exercises, and it is more fun for the student to play. Next, it is also can used by the teachers as a teaching aid, and this innovation game is made by using recyclable items, so it can save and preserve the earth. Next, the student can also play this game together with their classmates, in addition with doing some revision for this subject. And the last one is this innovation project has fun elements such as challenging and interesting threats, question cards, chance or fake cards, and also some short notes. And the student will be more interesting in playing and revising this subject.
For contribution, we intend to work with Kuliah of Education to make this project a product that can be taken to a higher level, especially in the field of education and entrepreneurship. Second, we also intend with SPM, which is Syarikat Permainan Malaysia, as the latest edition of the educational game series. This is to ensure the marketing of this product is wider throughout Malaysia, as well as to help students learning by playing. Third one, collaborate with Malaysian Newsprint Industries Sdn Bhd. The results of the study found that this company often campaigns for the use of used paper products with other universities, such as University Science Malaysia. This is to protect the environment in terms of reducing tree logging for paper making. Furthermore, what is the future potential of this product? First, to be one of the products that may generate income for Kuliah of Education. In the future, this product will be sold throughout Malaysia. The profit will be channeled to Qawaid to be channeled to the student council to run more programs. Second, sustainable for 21st century teaching and learning tools. This product can be used by teachers to be used as new tools of teaching and learning. And the last one, a sustainable educational games products that eco-friendly. This is to help the reduction of tree logging, which leads to the global warming. And last but not least, thank you for listening to our presentation. We hope that this innovation project can help students and teachers in understanding the subject of Qawaid Fiqhiyah and Maqasid Syariah. Syukran ala husni istimaikum. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.